Are you part of OPD?
Yes.
Okay, my brother's Winter Garden.
Okay, lean back for me.
Dad!
Lean back for me.
Fine.
Go back over your car.
Okay.
Before I make you go back to your car.
He didn't strap me in my car seat! Dude, shut up. You dumbass.
No, it's not.
I'm strapped behind my bar.
Don't take this off, okay?
Why
if you're gonna
would
complain,
I do that?
shut up.
Dad!
Lean back for me. Turn up, push hands right back.
Whatever,
Turn around, push hands right back. Go back over your car.
Okay.
Before I make you go back to your car. Buddy, we're doing an investigation right now.
I don't care what the fuck you're doing, dude. I'm on my way home. This gentleman in the white cars and...
A late night crash. A young woman steps out of her car, reeking of alcohol. A man lies on the ground, shouting in pain. But that was only the beginning.
Slow lane. Stop. The blue car is parked behind him. He's outside the car and he's yelling at the girl. And what's going on? I thought it was like a lover spat. And he says, she hit me. And they tried to take off.
Well, I got it from here. I appreciate it.
Have a good night.
You too.
A witness straight up tells the officer she hit him and tried to leave. And that's when this case takes a sharp turn. This isn't just a crash anymore. It's potentially hit and run.
Someone's involved? Okay, who's driving it? Okay, who all is in it?
We and her in that car, we just saw it happen, so we just pulled over. In case y'all needed any information or anything, we pulled over.
I mean, you guys can stay. It's FHP, so whenever they get here, if you want to stay for them, that's fine.
Yeah.
If not, you guys are free to go. You want to go to the hospital?
You can fake any injury real quick.
I'm not.
I mean,
But if you need an ambulance, an ambulance needs
my...
to come immediately, right?
You're in that car, right?
Yeah, I'm in the situation as well, and he just told me I'm allowed to come up here and introduce my statement.
To me, I want to go talk
You
to
have a good
you.
night, man.
I don't want an argument start happening.
Okay, I'm right here. Stay silent.
Yeah, that's all I'm worried about. So EMS on the way. The ambulance, if you want to go with them, that's fine.
It's a $5,000 fee. If you want to know
I
that.
don't even care what the concept
Yeah, go ahead, do me a favor, just pop back over there real quick.
What's your name, man?
You're not answering or questioning or anything of
I
me.
was just gonna be nice and introduce myself. Sorry.
I'm
You
not.
don't
Yeah.
have to.
This ain't. Time out. This is not gonna happen.
Is she
You?
okay?
Are you okay?
Do me a favor real quick. Pop back over there.
He just paused in the middle of the road, out of nowhere, for what?
Okay, see, this is what I'm not gonna have. So do me a favor. Pop back
Now
over by your car.
he's claiming injury and he's totally fine.
Go back over your car.
Okay.
Before I make you go back to your car, I appreciate it. Are you the registered owner of that vehicle?
Maybe.
I'm gonna figure out. So I'm just trying to get your driver's license
my father
information.
Has his name on it as well as mine.
Okay, so your name's on it though?
Yes.
Okay,
if
cool.
that's-
I appreciate
yeah.
it. So did you all see her driving?
Yes.
Did you get out of the car?
She didn't get out of the car. We saw her hit his car.
You saw him. You saw
Yes.
her driving.
Drive into the car.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So I'm gonna work the crash now.
Okay.
If I need you guys to, you mind filling out statements?
Yes,
You call
100%.
written statements?
100%,
Okay,
yes.
Well, I appreciate it.
Officers start to suspect intoxication, strong smell of alcohol, slurred speech. But what really stands out, she refuses to cooperate and starts arguing, clearly showing no respect for law enforcement.
Because I'm working a traffic crash investigation that you're involved in,
Okay, tell me more.
that's it. I'm working an investigation. You can't leave if you're involved in an investigation. Also, I could smell the odor of alcohol coming off your breath, and with your speech patterns, I think you've been drinking. So I have to also work a DUI investigation to figure out if you're driving under the influence. So absolutely, you cannot leave. Yeah, you can hang out by your car if you want to. Do me a favor. It's in part. Is it in part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep it in part.
I'm listening to you.
Do not move. Do you understand me? If
I know,
you
you're
if
in
you
my
even
violation
make
here.
any sort of movement as to leaving the scene,
I'm
I'm gonna detain you.
you.
Yeah. So
Do you want me to get out of my car so you can see me?
I'm not gonna make you stand out here in the cold because
No, you
I
can't.
want to
You
be
can't,
nice,
though. You can't,
but
because if you're that scared, then yeah, you can't.
I'm being dead serious. Do not leave. Do not even make any
Why would
motions
I
to
want
leave.
to do that if right now?
Because you've already
I'm
asked me if you want to leave.
No, I obviously already understand that. So
Yes,
why
just
would
don't.
I ask that?
Just I'm telling you, don't. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Hey, how are you?
Have y'all
Did you already speak to that other deputy?
Yes.
A little bit.
We did.
Okay. Did you guys witness crash?
Yes.
We saw it happen, so
Yes.
we
Okay.
pulled
Gotcha.
over just in case.
Things escalate fast. The man, the victim, claims she ran over both his feet, and when officers got there, the car was still pinning him down. That's a serious allegation.
We're like, well,
Okay.
we gotta say now. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. Appreciate it. I'll be right back with you. Hang on.
After she slammed into my car, she pulled into reverse. I'm standing there. She pulled around my car, dropped the car down on my feet.
She drove over your feet.
She drove the car down on my the cop that he came here and saw. When he pulled up, the car was still on me, on my 2 feet, on my knees right here. She drove the car down on me, and I'm standing there. I went as far as to say to her like, okay. She's looking right at me. Her window is rolled down. She's hearing me. I'm saying, okay, we're adults. Why are you doing this?
But that's not what happened at all.
I get you.
That's not what happened.
And you got some people over there. They saw what happened. We're going to take their statement into account too.
And that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna explain everything.
Would it not explain everything? Having a third party explain what happened as well?
I'm not gonna talk to you.
I'm just saying.
But all I know is she slammed my car, she backed up, went around, and she drove her car down on my feet. And bro, I'm gonna, like, I don't even care about the consequences or nothing. It's hard to be a black man in America, bro. I'm telling you. It's simple. It's not rocket science. And you're here talking about, you don't know me from nowhere. I've never seen this girl in my life, bro. She's
I got
saying
you.
she's my manager and whatever.
You can go hang out in your car if you want to. I got what I need. Hey, what was your name real quick? I put your driver's license up here.
Okay. So, would you be willing to conduct field sobriety tests to determine your level of sobriety? You would be? No. No? Okay. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me.
No, sir.
That's not a question. Go ahead and step out.
For what reason?
I just told you I believe you were under the influence of alcohol. Step out now.
For what reason?
I just told you, step out.
It's no longer asking, so we're going to tell you to get out of the car.
So
and
as
then
an
we'll take
American,
you
I
out of
do
the car.
not have legal right to do anything what I want to do.
Not right now, because you're going to be placed on arrest for driving under the influence. Thank you.
Don't worry about that. We'll grab it in a minute.
I'm good.
Go ahead and step out here for me. Turn around.
You don't have
Turn
to
around.
push me.
Shut up. Turn around.
He can speak to me like that?
Sure.
Don't fight him. Just let him.
Nobody's fighting anything.
I'm just saying. So I know you live down the road. Do you have somebody you want to call to come pick up the car?
I've got somebody.
You want to call your dad?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Hey, I got pulled over.
Where are you?
Right outside the house.
Do you want me to talk to her? What's going on?
You can talk to the sheriff. They got me under arrest.
Sorry to wake you up so early. I know probably still mostly asleep. So your daughter was involved in a traffic crash. During our traffic crash investigation, the other deputy here has determined that she is driving under the influence of alcohol and she's being placed under arrest because of that. So we'll bring your phone with you so that you can have that. You can pull phone numbers out of it or something.
Hang on,
at the
hang on.
facility.
Oh, nope. Can't have that. They would throw it out once I got up there.
Okay, I don't have a vape.
Did you ask for a vape?
You just asked for your vape. Why'd you say you don't have a vape?
Silly question.
Alright. Anything illegal? Any narcotics? Meth, marijuana, cocaine, heroin, hemp, or ecstasy?
I don't think so. No.
No firearms? No bazookas? Nothing like
I don't
that?
think any bazookas are in his pockets.
Cool. I would be impressed if you could fit one.
Me too.
Alright.
What the fuck? Yeah, this is twist the night.
You can have a seat.
Where else can I have seat?
Either left or right.
Yep.
You asked.
You seem like a good man.
I appreciate that. Is this thing open? You want this open or closed?
You kind of made them tight. You know that?
Yeah, they have to
Like
be.
they're fucking hurt.
They have to be tight.
They're really tight.
I know. You have small wrists. I can't have you slipping out.
Why would I do that though?
It's happened before. I'm gonna go talk to mom and dad real quick. I'm gonna leave you right here. Or actually, I may have the other deputy do that. How you doing, sir? The car's gonna be on this side. I think the other deputy's in this car. If you want to go and speak with him, he can give you some more information. I gotta stay here with her right now. So real quick, because I know that they're probably gonna ask, do you want to speak with your mom and dad before you leave? Okay. Alright. This officer's gonna search you. Like I said, she's probably gonna ask you the same questions I already asked you. It's
You're gonna touch me?
yes. Since you are under arrest, we have to search your entire person before you go into our vehicle and into a booking facility.
I've already been in your vehicle.
What's that?
I've already been in your vehicle. What if I already placed a bomb?
I'd have seen it.
I don't think so.
Unless it's a small bomb, I guess.
I pulled it out of my ass.
Well, if there's anything else up there, she'll find it. Go ahead and step out. Right here.
I was
You
just
had a weird
joking.
little spin there.
I was just joking. I was like, okay.
It's all good.
I'm funny. Nobody thinks I'm funny. Anyways, you can touch me now.
Okay, put gloves on real quick, alright? You
Okay.
don't have anything that's going to stick or poke me or anything like that? You're not concealing anything on your person?
No, ma'am.
Hey, no more talking, plead the Fifth Amendment, don't do any tests, breath tests or anything. You hear me?
But they
Listen
are.
to me.
Hey, boss. Real quick, if you don't mind, just stand over by your vehicle. Not while we're doing this. Just let us finish this first. I'll give you a minute to talk to her. Just give me 1 second. We just gotta finish it.
Interference is physical, homie. I'm
But-
talking.
Buddy, we're doing an investigation right
I
now.
don't care what the fuck you're doing, dude. I'm on a public, it's a private parking lot, dude.
Stop.
Don't tell me to stop.
Go over to your vehicle.
Who the hell are you?
Go over to your vehicle, or you're gonna get charged with resisting. Okay?
Resisting what?
My lawful orders. I am telling you,
That's
we are
not a
doing.
lawful
I
order,
just
Charles.
did. I just gave you a lawful order. Go
Under
over to your
what
vehicle.
law? What statute?
Florida statute, sir. Go over
Name
to
the
your
statute.
sir.
Charles, right? It's Charles.
Relax.
No.
What was your name?
You're making a bigger
I didn't
issue
give my
than it needs to be. Go over to your
You're
vehicle.
making a big
I'll let.
deal.
Go over to your vehicle. I'll let you talk. Ma'am, go back over to your vehicle. I'll let you talk with her in a minute. With whoever's vehicle. Go back over there now, okay? I'll let you talk with her in a minute.
Okay.
Pop over there, or I'm going to place you under arrest for resisting obstruction of justice, and then I'll give you the statute once I place you under arrest
I
for it.
will move, and I'll file lawsuits on both of y'all. What's
That's
your
okay.
fucking, what's your badge number?
I will give it to
286 or
I will give it to
287.
both of
What's
you.
your names?
My name is Deputy Whaley.
Deputy Barrett.
So pop over there for me, please.
Her father shows up and makes everything worse. He intervenes, argues, demands badge numbers, threatens lawsuits, and gets warned he'll be arrested too. A textbook example of family throwing gas on the fire.
No, they're not. They're taking your vehicle for you.
And I'm not strapped in like a fucking normal seatbelt should be. Like, y'all are weird.
Is your seatbelt not on?
No.
I'm sorry, I thought the other officer put that on for you.
What the fuck? Like, what kind of lawsuit is this? Definitely not.
Here, let me get that for you. Okay, lean back for me.
Dad!
Lean back for me.
He didn't strap me in my car seat!
It's not a car seat, it's a chair.
Dude, shut the fuck up, you dumbass shit. It's the same fucking thing.
No, it's
I'm
not.
strapped behind my bar.
Relax. Are y'all good? Just hang out over here for us, please. We don't need 3 people going.
What's that?
Yeah, I said we don't need 3 people going. Just hang out behind the car. Relax.
What's it say about interference? Resisting is not interference.
What you need?
You didn't strap me.
I just did. Did you take it off?
No, I didn't. How the fuck can I take it off?
Because you can still reach the seatbelt from there.
No, I didn't take it off.
Okay, I'm not putting it back on right now. We'll put it on later.
Do me a favor, raise your right hand. You swear to affirm everything you wrote in here is true?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me get your signature. Where it says your signature. Right there.
I signed already.
That's fine. If it's good, I'll swear to it.
Okay.
Turn around, push your hands right back.
Whatever.
Turn around,
for
push your hands
what?
right back. Turn around, push your hands right back.
For
Right,
what?
stop.
Oh my god. You
Let
fucking
go.
loser.
Let go.
Give me my phone.
Let go of your phone right
No.
now. Let go of your
It's
phone.
my property.
Let go of your phone.
No,
Sir,
he's
he's
I'm
asked
gonna give it to you.
several times.
Hold this, please.
Are you ready for a fucking lawsuit?
He refused to stop interfering.
Interference is a physical act.
That is not correct.
Let's look at the fucking statute. Name the statute then. It's fucking interference.
84302.
What's it say about interference? Resisting is not interference.
Justin. Yes, it is.
Justin? Who the fuck is Justin?
Justice.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You're gonna get a lawsuit filed against you for this. You're on private property right here.
All right, let's go.
This ain't even public property, you fucking moron. Look at Karen's over here.
Assign, actually, open me an agency assist call and assign an office number, please. I have 11015.
Man, y'all are fucked. I can't record my daughter getting arrested.
You distance.
No, what distance then? There has to be a footage. You can't just make it up as you go.
Anything in your shoes, anything in your hat, or in your hood.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're violating my rights right now. You're gonna be arrested. I hope your body cams are on.
Always. Dude.
I'm gonna subpoena. I'm gonna get all this shit. Y'all are fucked.
It's gonna be part of the case.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. See you in fucking court.
She's cuffed, placed in the car, but still cursing non-stop. She tries removing her seatbelt, calls the officers dumb, screams about her rights being violated. During a search, she even jokes, "If there's a bomb in there, you'll find out."
What's that? Well, you said I'm doing something illegal. You didn't explain what it was.
I'm not strapped in. Oh no.
I just put the seatbelt
Oh my
on.
god. I just fell.
We weren't even moving. Okay. For God's sakes. Can you please stop falling around in the back?
113, 287.
I did buckle you in. You took it off. Alright. I'm gonna say this one last time. Don't take this off, okay?
Why would I do that?
Shut up. If you're gonna complain about the seatbelt being off, don't take it off. I just put it on you, alright? I don't want something to happen to you. Leave it on.
Okay, then why would you tell me to leave it on after you're not going to do it? Like you wouldn't want something to happen to me.
I just did.
You have it all on recording.
Yep, it was on recording of you taking
You
it
just
off.
said, why would I care if something happened to you?
Don't take it off
If
again.
it wasn't on.
Do you want your phone? Do you want your phone to come with you, or do you
Yes,
want?
I want my phone
Okay,
with me.
cool.
Call
He wants his
supervisor.
phone with him.
Call supervisor.
I'm about to. Give me a sec. I can't do everything at once. Thank you. Okay. So, I'm going to explain it as crystal clear as possible, so that you do not do the same thing that he did. You are absolutely free to your First Amendment right. You can call me whatever you want to. You can say whatever you want to. You can do whatever you want to within reason. However, if I'm doing something right here, do it from a distance, okay? Coming up behind us, we're having to stop what we're doing here to deal with you guys. You guys are yelling over our shoulders. You guys are obstructing our investigation. And then when we tell you guys like 2, 3, 4, 5 times, it then becomes an issue. I said it so many times, and then I told him, if you keep doing this, I'm gonna arrest you. And he kept doing it, so now he's arrested, okay? Does that make sense?
Not really.
Okay. I don't know how to explain it any better, but that's my explanation, okay?
Good job.
It would work the same, but I promise you I am, dude.
32 to the 8.
This side. DUI.
You'll never know what I was
My
gonna say.
dad's coming in, okay? Answer that.
That wasn't a question.
Is that a fucking camera?
He's right here. Why'd you take that off?
Look, I don't honestly know why I just did that. But I showed you it, I did it in front of you, and y'all didn't do it right.
Okay. I'm gonna put it back on.
Please put it back on, because I'm not trying to get in trouble. Like, seriously.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
No, but honestly, it just came out.
I didn't put them on. Okay.
And this
That's
one's
why
about
I'm
to slip out too, because that's the same way the other one.
Look, we'll readjust those.
But on everything with my mom, why would I do that?
That is a good question. I think your feet are a little bigger than your hands. It'd be hard to get out.
Yeah, I can't get out of it. That's pretty cool. What the fuck?
Don't do that again.
That was kind of cool. These hurt. Okay? These hurt so bad.
Well, they could have stayed loose, but you slipped out of them.
That's not my fault. That's the bitch's fault that put them on me.
Well, she didn't pull them off of you.
I'm not the bad guy.
The Fifth Amendment is basically like, in this instance, it's like if we ask you questions, you don't have to answer them without like a lawyer present.
I plead the fifth. Can you give me water now?
Not yet.
Breathalyzer is done.
No, it's got 20 minutes.
Water. Water's the time now.
The holding cell that should put you in, there should be a water fountain.
There
If
is.
not,
And crusty.
just ask.
No, in here. They have water fountains and toilets in each of them.
Oh my god, water right there.
Real quick.
Isn't that water?
Sit down.
No,
Sit down.
that one doesn't work.
So right here. Put that in. Got another signature block. This actually does have something for you to read, so you can reread this if you want to, and then that part is just what you read that, so like you understand. You're signing right there, but this just says that you understand what I read to you. But if you want to reread the whole thing, that's totally good. All right. If I ask you any of these questions, will you answer them? You'll answer the questions? If I ask you them? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to sit back down, we'll go through them, and then you can answer which ones you want to, and then not the ones you don't want to, and then if you don't want to answer any of them, so how much have you had drink?
No.
Where were you drinking?
I wasn't drinking anywhere.
So you were drinking?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. So does that? So.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. But does that mean that you're not going to answer any more questions at all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Does it ring?
And in the end, she was charged with DUI and destruction of property.
What started as a minor crash spiraled out of control thanks to alcohol, arrogance, and a complete lack of self-control. The victim, the cops, and even the suspect herself paid the price for her recklessness. One crash, seemingly minor, spirals into chaos when alcohol, arrogance, and poor judgment collide.
I don't know why we are stopping you.
Because we, drove really fast with the... You didn't know it was you guys.
Of course not. You almost ran over 5 people. Can you go grab?
The first case shows us that when alcohol is involved, just a moment of poor judgment can turn a minor accident into a full-blown criminal record.
What, are you part of OPD?
Yes.
Okay, my brother's Winter Garden.
How do you think your brother's gonna feel if I call him and tell him your sister is drunk driving?
No,
at a high rate of speed?
I'm not drunk driving. I'm not. I'm literally parking up here. I'm sorry.
Again, I'm not talking to you, ma'am. Again, I'm not talking to you.
Lorena, just please stop.
Okay. But due to your speech and your eyes, you're drunk. We can play this game, and I can get you out of the car and do a whole DUI investigation, or you can kind of cooperate, because I'm going to do it.
I will cooperate with you, whatever you want me to do.
But due to your eyes and your slurred speech, you're drunk.
I'm not slurred.
By now, officers clearly see the signs, intoxication, but Kim keeps denying it. I'm not drunk, we were just moving from one lot to another. Unfortunately, her face tells a different story.
Hey, listen. I'm really not.
Cool. So your driving is really bad. You almost ran over a group of people.
I remember you guys.
Almost. No, not us. A group of non-cops. Cops are not, it's still dangerous that you could have hit somebody. No, I'm not worried about the cops. I'm worried about the family. And we were dealing with one car for a separate reason.
You almost ran over.
And you come out and you...
I apologize. Can you tell me I apologize?
Apology's not going to do anything. I hear you. It's not going to matter.
What's your name?
Alvarez. You keep laughing as if it's funny.
It's not
it's
a
very
joke at all.
serious.
I know it's not a joke.
Okay. Is there anyone that's sober in the car?
I am. I'm fine. I promise you I'm okay.
Can I say, I'm sorry, I know you're not talking to me like me at all.
No,
it's not that I don't. Sure, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, please. We have someone that can pick us up. I'm sorry. We have someone.
That decision should have been made prior to you driving.
We were literally right around the corner. We were just moving to this parking lot.
Honestly, we don't mean to cause any problems or hurt anyone.
We were literally just moving from one parking lot to the other, and that's all we were doing. That's all we were doing. So I apologize.
It's okay. It's nothing personal. I get it. So you see how you're keeping one consistent demeanor? She's not. She's laughing, sad, apologetic. You know what that means?
Because I have anxiety.
She's on all the app.
No, I have anxiety. I have depression.
I don't, because you're making it worse.
I'm not making it worse.
You're telling me she's on medication.
No,
but
I'm
she
not.
shouldn't be.
No, I
right
just
now, but like
No.
she does have anxiety, depression, everything. Like she has. I love her so much, but
Okay, shut up. Anyways, no, I'm not on anything. I'm just.
She shifts from crying to laughing and back again, says she has anxiety, depression, and takes meds. Then a few minutes later, denies it all. Her story keeps changing.
It sounds like
Luckily, you did it.
honestly, if we would have hurt anyone, we would have stopped and like probably risked our whole lives for them. Like honestly, we're probably the best people you've ever met.
I doubt that.
you should please say that.
Mm-hmm. That would have been the smartest thing to do.
We were just trying to get closer to where we're
promise.
going.
I don't know anything, but I'm really
I don't think I just met you.
Sir,
I don't form an opinion of someone that I just met. Yes.
can I pull up or something? Am I gonna get arrested?
Probably.
Can I get arrested for her?
Because you're not driving.
Inside of her.
No, ma'am.
Can you get up the seat and I'll do it?
I will take both of you to jail for DUI if I have probable cause. If you think that's
I
funny.
will go to jail for
No,
DUI.
that's fine.
Not funny. No,
I don't mind.
stop.
I've done it before when my boyfriend and girlfriends want to do
Why
stuff.
would you do that?
I'm just being honest. Like if you want to play silly games
No, we're
and
not.
play
We're
like
not
I'm
playing
gonna swap the seats, I'm just telling you.
Honestly, it's just.
Pass me that beer in the center console.
What beer?
The one your friend keeps trying to, the high noon, keeps trying to hide.
I just want my dad to be.
Can you pass me the high noon in the center console, please?
Yes. Pass it to him. Listen to him. Oh my god.
Thank you.
This is fucking.
Gentlemen, can I get one of you guys to help me out here?
No, stop.
What's your first name?
Kim.
Kim, I'm gonna have you step out for a DUI investigation, okay? Kim, we're gonna walk back here towards the back of the Tahoe, okay?
Can I ask you like a personal question?
Sure, what you got?
How old are you?
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
You told me. I asked you. Can I ask you a personal
And you
question?
can. I'm just. It doesn't mean I'm gonna answer. Do you have a separate question?
That's fine. No.
All right, Kim. Listen, I believe you to be intoxicated. Okay. I believe you to be intoxicated for several reasons. Your slurred speech, your eyes, okay, and you're like fumbling around in the center console, in the glove compartment, when you were trying to give me the registration. Okay.
Because I have never had to do that before.
And that's fine. That's fine. I get it.
I apologize. I've never had to actually take out my driver's license or anything. I've never been pulled over really. Like I've been pulled over one time when you saw that little warning ticket because my daughter was crying and I got pulled over in the speeding zone for like. Anyways.
That's fine. Come. I want you facing away from the lights. Let's go to the other side of this Mustang here. Stand right there by the driver door. Right here by the driver door.
I cannot hear you that
Oh,
well.
sorry. Stand right here by the driver door.
Yes, sir.
Face me. All right, Kim. You see the top of my pen?
Yes, I do.
Can you pick a finger and touch it? Perfect. Put it back down. So you're gonna stand still, okay?
Do you want me to lean against the car or no?
Nope. Stand up straight. Keep your arms out at your side. With your eyes and your eyes only, you're gonna follow the tip of my pen, okay? Same tip that you just touched, okay?
Okay.
Don't move your head.
This is weird. You're tricking me right now. Like, can I ask a question?
Hold on, just finish the exercise first.
Am I allowed to blink?
Yeah.
You're fucking tricking me.
You're gonna continue to follow the pen, okay?
Wait, can I say one thing now that the exercise is done?
It's not done yet, but go ahead.
Okay. I don't have that great of a vision.
That's fine.
Like my vision's like fucked up.
It has nothing to do with your vision, okay?
Follow the tip of the pen.
The entire pen. You're doing great. So, any idea what that exercise was?
Yes, this is check if I'm like intoxicated and am I okay to drive.
Yes.
And my brother was a police officer in Winter Garden for 7 years. Yes. Would he be upset with me?
This has nothing to do with your brother. But the exercise, so if these are your eyeballs, it's called an involuntary jerking of the eyes, which means
it was doing it?
Absolutely. Every single one, every single time, multiple times.
Are you sure? Because
yes.
I think I was following very...
So it's a muscle. You don't feel it. You don't control it. Basically, what it does is when your eyeballs try to follow the pen, they do this, for example. It'll jerk this way or it'll jerk that way, and they'll jerk together.
So mine were like...
Your eyeballs are like this the entire time. A consistent, steady movement. Kim, you are drunk. You are drunk to the point where I can take you lawfully to jail for what you are doing.
Okay.
You're endangering yourself. You're endangering the public.
Can you take away...
We're going to move forward to the next exercise, okay?
Okay.
Do you see this solid white line?
But...
This too. Do you see the line?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is it straight?
It's a straight line.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. But can I talk to you real quick?
After this, hold on. Listen. You're gonna put your right foot on the line. Go ahead and do that. And you're gonna put your left foot in front of it. In front of it.
Right.
So your heels touch your toes.
These shoes are big on me.
That's okay. You've been walking all night with them, right?
I have been sitting on it.
Put your arms down at your side.
Can I take my jacket off?
Yeah.
I hate this jacket too.
Put it on the back of the bicycle.
Here.
Yep.
This really sucks, Paul.
Right foot, left foot, heels and toes touching. All right. Put your arms down at your side. Hold on. No one told you to start. See? Failure to follow instructions. That
You
means
said
you're
right
drunk.
foot, left foot, and I was just.
And then put your arms down at your side. Heels and toes touching as instructed. Okay. You're gonna hold that position until I tell you to begin the exercise, okay? When I tell you to do so, you're gonna put the foot behind.
Can I take my shoes off? Because these shoes are big on me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can?
Yep.
Oh my god. Don't laugh at my socks.
Okay.
My socks are fucking ugly.
You ready to begin?
Hold on, now my feet hurt. Okay, I'm ready.
Put your arms down at your side, and you're gonna stay in this position until I tell you to begin the exercise, okay?
Okay.
When I tell you to begin, you're gonna do the following. You're gonna count out loud steps 1 through 10. Okay? When you begin, the foot that's behind, you're gonna put it in front of the other, touching heels to toe, and you're gonna count 1, 2, 3, and so on until the 10th step. Okay? Once you reach to the 10th step, the foot that's in front, you're gonna leave that foot there. You're gonna take a series of small steps. You're gonna turn around. It is a lot. You're gonna turn around and do the same thing going the other way. 1, 2, and 3. All right, and you're gonna continue counting until you get to 10. You got it?
All right.
You got any questions?
Is this enough for 10 steps?
Let's figure it out. That's okay. You got small feet, so I think you may have it. Are you ready to begin? Go ahead.
During the walk and turn test, she miscounts, loses balance. Then, during the one-leg stand, she struggles, sounds exhausted, and can't keep her foot up.
1, 2,
You can't use the car to stand up.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what did you say?
Take a series of small steps and turn around.
Like do it like a spin?
Yep. That was only one step. Yep.
1,
Misses.
2,
Misses.
3,
Misses.
4,
Misses.
5,
Sways.
7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, Kim. Nope, you're good. Face me for a second. It's gonna be the last exercise. You ready?
No, I'm not.
You need a second?
No, you're kind of scaring me a little bit.
As you should be. DUI is a very serious thing in Orange County. All right. Put your hands down at your side. Heels and toes together. When I tell you to begin, you're gonna raise one foot, either or foot, whichever one you choose, left or right. Okay? And you're gonna begin counting out loud. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. You're going to continue counting out loud until I tell you to stop, okay?
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
It's I've seen this like in videos and stuff. It's fucked up because it's just messed up.
Are you ready to begin?
It's messed up.
Let me get my timer set.
Can you until what number?
Until I tell you to stop. You're gonna continue counting. You gotta keep your arms down at your side, okay?
Like this?
Yep.
And then just pick up one foot.
Just raise one foot, point your toe out, whichever one you choose, and count out loud. 1001, 1002.
1001, 1002. I can't even I barely talk. Okay.
You ready?
I speak Spanish and English, so
you can count in whatever language you want. Y yo hablo español, so tú me avisas y yo te traduzco. You're not gonna get me, Kim.
No. I'm not trying to get you.
Kim, are you ready to begin?
Yes, sir.
Begin.
Alright. I can begin when I want?
Yep.
Alright. 1001, 1002, 1003.
Keep your arms down at your side.
1004, 1005, 1006, 1007.
Put your foot down, you can't hold on to the car. Continue.
1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 2000?
Alright, Kim, you can stop. Kim, based off these exercises, please don't do what? Take you to jail because you are twice over the legal limit for your height and body weight.
My boyfriend picked me up.
I don't care who's a fireman and who's not. Okay?
My brother will come pick me up.
Can you put your shoes back on for me, please? Kim, can you please put your shoes back on? You're going to stand with my corporal for just a minute. Don't look at me like that. Don't ask for forgiveness. It's not going to work. Just please put your shoes on. Kim, can you put your arms behind your back, please? You're being placed on arrest for DUI.
No, please don't
Kim,
do this.
please.
Ashley's able to drive.
It's not about
The conclusion, she's twice over the legal limit based on her body weight. That's when Kim starts begging, my boyfriend's a firefighter, my brother's a cop, I don't want to get arrested.
Not about driving. Kim, can you please put your hands behind your back, please? Kim, don't resist, please. Don't do that. DUI is kind of a big deal, but it's not the end of the world. Can you separate your hands from your...
It is a big deal for
It is, but please, I don't want to have to charge you for extra charges for no reason, okay? Alright, Kim. Kim, is there anything in your pockets? Any cash, money, anything like that? Okay. Alright, Kim. Let's walk towards the car.
Wait, can I talk to my friends real quick?
In about 2 minutes, Kim.
Can I get there?
Kim. Yep, I will get you phone numbers.
No, wait.
I have to, Kim. Please, Kim, can you please put your...
Officer
Watch your
Albert.
foot, Kim, please. Thank you, Kim.
Saying, I'm sorry doesn't erase a crime. Kim thought a few jokes, an apology, and some charm would smooth things over. But DUI isn't a joke.
I have to, Kim.
The first case showed how arrogance and poor judgment while drunk can turn a minor crash into serious charges.
When he went down the wrong side of the steps at the elevator, they just sent me outside. But if you go straight past it, that's all he did was go down the wrong elevator. That one wasn't working.
Okay.
And he hit the security guards got hostile with him and basically told him that he could not leave them alone.
It all started with something very ordinary. A couple hanging out at the mall. The husband took the wrong stairwell. Sounds harmless, right? But the security thought he was somewhere he shouldn't be, so they called the cops.
Now there's 4 police officers as I was trying to leave. So now since you're already saying that you two have a problem with me, that's why I'm currently sitting when I was trying to leave. But if you're saying you do not have a problem with me, and you guys no longer have a problem with me, I have no reason to be here. When I was already trying to leave him, so I was ready to send my spouse out the door. But since you both said you had a problem with me, that is currently why I'm sitting down right now.
Okay, their problem is they called us because they said you would not.
No, he called you because of the fact that he told me he was already going to call you when I sat down right there.
He was going the wrong
sitting here patiently, waiting for you to show up.
Sir, I'm Sergeant Rain. I'm the supervisor on scene. Can you tell me what your issue is with what's going on?
Sure. Honestly, sir, sir. The issue was that I was already planning on leaving, so I sent my spouse out the door.
Yeah, she talked to us on the way in.
Understood. So the reason I sent her out is because he already told me he was going to call the police on me. So since he already said he was going to call the police, I sat here patiently waiting for the police to show up, which these two showed up.
Correct.
And I was trying to explain that situation. I was already trying to leave, in which they told me that in which we had a confrontation in which I could not speak in that component. In which I'm saying that there was no issue with me leaving. But the fact that since he already told me he was going to call the police, I was sitting here patiently to wait to understand why a police would be needed to be called upon me.
A confrontation with these two, you said?
Yes, because they were not trying to listen to me completely explain the component in which I had no issues with leaving. But the fact that since he told me he was going to call the police on me, I wanted to stay here patiently to make sure there was no actual miscommunication in why I was leaving.
Okay.
As you say, you talked to us at the door. If I was at the door as we're leaving, which makes it a different scenario, in which it would look like we were trying to evade versus me sitting here patiently, trying to understand why a person like this, when I already told him we were already leaving, told me he was going to call the police on me, in which, as they showed up, I had no issues with sitting here waiting for you guys to show up to actually speak on me.
I understand. Can I say my side?
Sure, I understand.
So these security officers, they're in charge of whatever goes on in the mall. This is private property. So if they have the need, and it's up to them, they have the discretion. If they feel like somebody has to be told to leave the property, that's their right. We're here to keep the peace, and if they have somebody on property that they don't want here anymore, we're here to just make sure that happens peacefully. So we're here on behalf of the mall security. They don't want you on the premises. We're just here to walk out with you.
Understood. And that's fine with me. I was fine with leaving. The only reason, again, I sat here in the first place and sat here twice was the fact that he told me he was calling the police, and then these two already told me they were about to arrest me. So I sat here again because of the fact of I didn't want to cause I didn't want to make a scene to make it look like I'm actually evading versus actually looking forward to it.
Are we good to walk out then together?
Sure.
Okay.
I got an ID from him because I'm definitely banning him from the mall.
Okay.
Whatever I want
The mall actually does have a rule where you can't take photos inside
right
the mall.
now, since we're having issues and you guys are all recording me at this very moment, I'm recording myself for my safety. So I'm actually trying to leave.
Can we walk out with you?
Yes, absolutely. You got it.
Is it? We can have your feet. Is that your name?
Yeah.
What's your first name, sir?
No need. Because I'm leaving.
No, well, I showed up
So now you're showing me now that there's confrontation, which means if you're arresting me, that's a different thing.
No. We're IDing you, but we're walking out with you.
There's no need to ID me, because if you're arresting me, then there's no reason to ID me.
Okay, hang on. Let me just. You can.
Am I being arrested?
No, we're walking out with you.
So
but
then there's no more communication at this point if there's no other issues.
You're still here. But we have a right to ID you.
If I'm leaving.
Okay.
This is my.
You can
sit down.
So just like that, he went from free to leave to being arrested for two things: refusing to identify himself and trespassing on private property. And here's the kicker: when they asked him to get up and walk, he just went limp, forcing the officers to carry him out in a wheelchair.
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing and not identifying yourself. So being aggressive. Nope. You're not doing that. You're gonna go. Don't take the phone out of your hands.
Do not grab for anything. I got you.
And I'm actually not actually resisting anything at this point.
You could have just went home. It would have been so easy. Like I said.
Anyway, so where are we going?
The beach or jail, of course. On the side.
Property. You're not gonna. You can't hang on to your phone.
Your life while you're under arrest. No, you're not.
This is so silly.
This is so your stuff. It's gonna come out of you. Completely unnecessary. Completely.
Let go of your phone. Let go of your phone.
I got one hand.
Hey, actually, before you leave, drop the share. Also, at the same time.
Pat him down. Pat him down, please.
Actually, can you close my phone, please? That's actually
911 had been called, so I hung up on 911.
I know.
This male's being arrested for trespassing, refusing to identify himself. You might get a 911 call from him. He was refusing to give us his phone and it accidentally dialed 911. We'll have to call you for that info because we're gonna have to ID him in the jail. I don't know if he's gonna cooperate with us.
You want me to give you guys the ban or?
Yeah. How long do you want him banned?
This gonna be a year.
Okay.
Just a year.
Here, meet us outside.
Walk out on your own accord? I can't because apparently you guys will not allow me to. If you guys want to make it, I am fine. No, we're going to wait here for a wheelchair. Apparently we wait for a wheelchair or fine, sir. No, you're going to have a child. We're going to treat you like a child from now on. As an aerosol component, that's completely understandable. Yes, it is. What? I think it's completely understandable. I am not compared to your actions. I'm under arrest at this point, so I guess there's a worker who needs to talk to you, right? Understood. Then stop talking.
Oh, we need a wheelchair to wheel him out. He's not walking, so we'd rather just use a wheelchair. Ma'am, this is his property because he's been arrested. So I showed up on scene and I told him, I'm the supervisor on scene. I want to hear your side of the story because he was obviously frustrated.
Yeah, because the security guard wants to put his hands on him.
So he didn't tell me that. He said that the security guy showed up on scene and told him immediately that.
The security guard guy was out of line.
Well, so I let him explain all of his beef to me. Okay. He had an issue with the officers on scene because he said that they were confrontational. I said, okay. So they said that. I said, well, I'm here on behalf of the mall. They can decide who can be trespassed and who isn't.
He's prior military. He's a ranger.
Okay, so if he's so I understand that.
Really not. Because,
well, ma'am, let me explain because this is a very objective thing that happened today.
Yeah.
So I gave him the chance to speak and I told him, look,
it was my fault. So I told him to get out of the house today. So now I feel bad because I was trying to get him out of the house because he's been really.
Not an easy thing to deal with, and you can't put any of that weight on your shoulders. So what happened was when he vented, I told him, I said, look, we're just here to keep the peace. We just want to make sure you're out. And he started walking with us, and I said, all we need to know is your name. Because there was a crime that was committed. I was there maybe 10 minutes after this whole incident happened. Yeah. And when they told you to leave.
With me. Did you see his ID?
Well, he didn't tell me any of that stuff. All I knew was, I don't know is.
He's my husband.
Yes. All I said was, look, I just need to know your name. He's like, am I being...
from the NSA.
And I don't know any of this. So he just tells me, so am I being arrested? I said, no, but we need to know who you are. So he came back to take a seat. At that point, we arrested him for two things. One, trespassing, and two, not identifying himself.
For trespassing
because
in a public place with a security guard.
This is private property. They can tell him to leave. That's it.
The only reason he stayed is because the guy told him he couldn't leave and that he was calling the cops. So he said, respectfully, then I'm going to sit here. You said you're calling the cops. I didn't do anything wrong. So
and then we showed up.
He in a wheelchair?
He wouldn't walk. We had to carry him.
I got to figure out where they're taking you now.
Beechwood Jail.
I know, but I'm not from here. We just moved here.
I can give you. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm staying here to talk to you about everything that's going on. When we put him in cuffs, he went dead weight, and we had to carry him by every limb, and he wouldn't walk. So that's why we're wheeling him out. That's what we're doing today.
How much does he need to drink today?
Okay, so yes, he drank for him. I drove.
That's
fine. It has nothing to do with that.
He is slurring a little bit, but that's.
He was in my. It has nothing to do with.
It's obviously part of why he's acting.
No, he's a ranger.
I understand that. I was in the military as well.
He's a ranger.
He's acting completely.
He just got out of the military and he works for NSA.
Okay, well, this is not how an adult behaves in public.
No, I get it, but he's struggling. And it's my fault. I brought him out in public to get him out because we just moved here and he's had a really hard time.
And we don't want to be somebody that puts this extra burden, but we do have to do our job.
I understand. So
all I need is his date of birth.
I'm not having that conversation because that's a health condition, and I don't need to legally share that with you.
What's going to happen is we just got to type up charges. He's just going to get a court date. He doesn't have to pay to get out of jail because all of the charges today are lower offenses. He's going to be good to go, but he's going to have court. So if all these issues that you're saying, I would talk to the judge and say, look, He has no record. This is just a one-time thing.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be between you and the judge.
I've been with him for 12 years.
So all we're going to have to do is type up charges, do a report. We can give you the report number 2, and then he's going to be good to go with the court date.
Okay, so what? So you're going to give me the information.
I can give you I'll give you my info with the report number. I just need to go back to my car, which is right there. Yeah. I do need to find out who he is. We're going to find out eventually, but can you tell me his date of birth?
Yeah, 11.
Okay. You said he just got out.
I just brought him outside.
No, he just got out of the military. How long ago, do you know?
Well, he was in the military and then he went to the NSA. And I just relocated us here for my job.
That's a huge... NSA is not a small-time gig.
No.
1 second, sir. This is the report number. It's going to be checked and approved today because we have to have charges on it.
Is this the
That's my
address?
info. The address is right here. If you exit out onto Richmond Road and you make a left, we're like less than a mile away.
So what do I need to do now? How long is he going to be in there? Like, when do I need to come in?
He's not going to be in very long. We have to get our charges done. That could take, depending on how much cooperation we get from him in the jail. If he's totally cooperative and we have no issues in the jail, I would say maybe between an hour and a half, an hour and a half.
If I go there now and then
you can hang out there. Like you can hang out in the parking lot. You can hang out in the lobby. He would just come right out of the Sally Port. If there are any issues, we can come out and talk to you. But I don't anticipate. We're not going to try to escalate anything. We didn't want him in jail today.
No, I didn't either.
But I mean,
this is my idea to bring him out, and honestly, I was trying to show him around because I've come here many times, and I was teasing him because I was like, I didn't wear my suit. I took my suit off, showered, and I was like, let's get you out of the house a little bit. So I brought him up here just to get him out of the house, to try and get him to implement it. And then we were supposed to go to a nice dinner over there at Legacy Village, and now our nights are really planned. So, yeah. Oliver.
Well, I have the info. I'll call you.
Through the man's life, because now he's going to lose his job and everything. So thank you very much. There goes $200,000. Let me get the report. Yeah. Is it clear where I need to go?
That address is going to be where he comes out of jail.
But is it clear for me, since I've never been here, is it clear where I need to physically wait for him and everything?
When you pull into the parking lot, there's going to be a big garage door. That's the Sally Port to the jail. He's going to come out of there. If you want to come in the lobby, you can. Yeah. The main entrance is going to be off to the left. But that big garage door in that parking lot, that's where he's going to come out of.
And can I get his information as well, too? Because I'm going to take you to court as well.
I'm not giving you
I would like your information. I'm taking you to court, or my attorney will.
I'm not giving you.
You just cost me $200,000.
That's not my problem. I'm not giving you any of my
Who's
information.
your supervisor? You can give
my
me that.
My supervisor was in there. I don't have to give you any
information.
You do have to give
me
your manager's number. I am not a police
number.
officer. I don't have to give you any information.
I'm going in to talk to the supervisor.
My supervisor's in the office. I don't want you back in the building as well,
Now
ma'am.
you're telling me I can't go. No,
Yes, ma'am.
I respectfully asked you who your supervisor is, and
I
I'm
don't
following
have
the chain of command.
And I don't have to give any of that information to you, so please get in your vehicle and leave the mall.
I'm going to go get my $200,000 sport car.
Okay.
Just wait by that.
And it didn't end there. At the station, when asked basic questions like, are you taking any medication? Or what's your name? He kept dodging. Every question turned into a debate. He even demanded to speak without interruption. What should have taken 15 minutes turned into hours.
This line here.
I'm not saying it's the fact that realistically, as we're talking and they're talking at the same time to cause confrontation, makes it hard for us to actually have a conversation. So realistically, if you would like to diffuse the situation, I would say that me and you should be able to have a conversation without actually having any interjection from these two. Is that practical?
No problem.
Is that practical?
It's no problem. No problem.
Thank you.
All right, so
can you please take at least one step behind me versus trying to cause confrontation right now?
I'm going to take the handcuffs off. You want to stop?
Again, I'm just trying to
He's
say.
about to pat you down. Let's handcuff you.
I've already been sat down, so I'm trying to say.
I want to take the handcuffs off you if you'll stop talking for a minute.
Instigation of
it's really easy.
Cause a
He's
confrontation.
about to take the handcuffs off. He's going to pat you down. Okay.
Again,
I have to talk over top of you because you're not listening to any other person in this room except for yourself.
Don't say another word.
So the issue we got to in the first place.
Handcuffs come up.
Cooperate. The point I'm trying to say, the issue we got. You're not running the show, dude. Anyways, the point is I'm trying to say is the issue that got us here in the first place is that these two officers refused to listen to me the first time as I'm currently trying to speak right now. So as I'm trying to say is that right now as we're answering your questions, they are causing confrontations, which makes it impractical for me to answer your questions effectively without having any biases as my answers. So can we have no interjections here, which allows me to answer the question? I understand, but the point is that their interjections makes it where I'm having biases as I'm talking to you currently.
Okay.
Understood.
So we're done with that. Come on, he's about to take your handcuffs.
That's fine. You can leave the handcuffs on.
This gentleman is about to pat you down.
It's fine. You can get the handcuffs on.
No, we
gotta
take them off so we can pat you down, all right? Okay?
So are we finishing these questions first, or are we
yes.
getting
We
pat
can
down
finish
first?
the
I'm
question
just lost
first.
on the
You
question.
take medications on a regular?
I do not feel like answering that question.
You have to understand, I need to know these things, so I know.
Understood.
Okay?
Understood.
So do you take medication?
I do not feel like answering that question. The next question,
Do
please.
you want to get booked in so you can get out of here?
I think you already answered. You already marked.
No, I'm not going to put no, because I shouldn't have done that. Are you going to answer the questions?
I am answering your questions. It just may not be to your satisfaction.
You take medication?
I don't know what your definition. Man, realizing.
You don't know what the definition
Anyways,
of medications is?
Again.
Would you like me to read the definition?
See my point about this interjections here?
It's not interjections. These are yes or no. These are simple questions. You're arguing semantics here. This is not opinion. There's no bias here. These are factual questions. There's no bias implied here. You just need to answer them. You can try and act.
Put you in a holding cell for
Yeah, there's nothing around it.
Again, I'm answering your question to the best of my ability.
We're going to come back here.
Honestly, it's fine. Answer your best to my question. My answer to your question is I do not have an answer to your question. If you have the next question.
You don't know if you pop a pill every day.
That's not anyways, so your next question, please.
You don't know if you take pills every day.
I have the next question,
And
please.
did you give them your name, your information?
I have your next question,
What's
please.
your last name?
That they do have.
No,
Not from you. Actually, it was from my phone. You guys had.
No, we didn't go in your phone.
We had a.
We need your information to book you in.
So we're talking memories.
I'm talking. I promise you. What's your last name?
Anyways, our conversation, you said that they will no longer interject, in which they are currently still interjecting. So I'm trying to
You're going to take
say.
your handcuffs, put you in a holding cell.
Yeah.
Okay, step over there.
That's what you guys believe.
Now, we're about to put you in this holding cell. We like to process you and get you out of here. You're your only holdup here. There's a certain amount, just listen to me, Josh.
I haven't said any words.
Okay. There's a certain amount of questions we have to ask everybody. Medical history, your address, your name, your employment. If you don't give us any of that, then you stay here until we can identify you properly.
So can I speak at this point?
Yes.
Those are none of the questions that were asked, and realizing the question, the proposition, the proposal I presented was that these two officers here would no longer speak, as we were actually trying to have a dialogue. Okay. And that made it where. And this is what I'm trying to say is that.
You're not making proposals. We have a policy to follow. You don't.
Speak to you.
You don't make proposals. You follow the jail rules.
That's fine. You can give me 4 hours.
Don't give it a break.
Okay. We gave him 15 minutes to just walk out of the mall. That's all he had to do. He's drunk. You're smelling him. Yeah.
You're carrying him over.
Maybe you'll sleep it off.
I'd love to just send him right out the door, give him his paperwork, and
We didn't want to arrest him.
got to this point, right?
We tried not arresting him very hard. But he desperately wanted to be arrested.
The man could have just walked out of the mall and that would have been it, but instead he chose to stay, argue, and refuse to identify himself. The result? He ended up in handcuffs, wheeled out in a chair, and facing charges, all because of pride. What do you think? Was he standing up for his rights, or just making things worse? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss more real-life cases and lessons that hit hard. See you in the next video. Take care.